I hope everyone is doing great so far. I have an amazing day. I have my favorite drink. It's one of my favorite drinks. I do love coffee, but right now I have jasmine tea. And this is my favorite mug. This is Harry Potter Marauders map. I hope I say it correctly. I got it in the studio in London, and I think I have it for about 7 years now. It traveled quite a while with me, left behind many things in my life, but this is something that I just couldn't leave behind. On the back it says, "I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good." I feel it's so cool. I'm a big fan of Harry Potter. Anyways, today I just wanted to talk about something that I was thinking for quite a while, and this is self-respect. It would be wonderful if we could respect ourselves for the wonderful human that we are without any excuses, because I feel like I'm ready to respect everyone and everything. I'm ready to listen to everyone's opinion and appreciate every single thing other than myself. I know it doesn't sound very optimistic, but unfortunately I'm struggling with respecting myself. Still, I had a long way to go from my eating disorder to orthorexia to quasi-recovery, and finally I'm here where I am right now. Self-respect is something that I was fighting for and something that I am confident about. I can't say that I respect myself every single moment in my life, but I definitely made a lot of progress in respecting myself for the human that I am and not for the body that I have. I was learning how to respect myself while I was still going through my eating disorder. It's actually an interesting thing. I know it's a negative experience, but I can't look at it like this, like purely negative experience, because it taught me so much. It taught me how to connect myself, how to listen to myself. It helped me draw my attention to my inner self, to my soul. It gave me clarity on how I want to live my life and who I want to be. It showed me how confident and self-sufficient I can become. There is no light without darkness. Coming from the darkest place I've ever been, I feel inside, I feel so much lighter, I feel so much happier. My experience with food and body obsession led me to the path to respect myself for what I've already become and what I already was. During my eating disorder, I was mainly living in the past, or I was living in the future. I was creating this image of myself of what I physically would like to look like, but that image was unachievable because there was always something that I wanted to change in myself, no matter how hard I tried. On my way to respecting myself, I was constantly asking myself some questions. I asked myself, what kind of life do I want to live? What kind of person do I want to be? What can I respect about myself right now? Am I even going to respect myself for getting thinner and thinner? Is it something that will make me worthy, lovable, or enough? Am I going to respect myself for following the diets, starving myself, not having any energy to go out, socialize, just not enjoying myself and being preoccupied with the thoughts about food and not having any mental space for things I truly enjoyed doing? So yes, is it really something that I would respect myself for? Whether I'm going to be happy remembering about it when I get older? At the end of the day, I wanted to respect myself for living the life that I genuinely wanted to live. And in order to find the self-respect, I needed to get intimate with myself. I needed to see what I truly love doing, what I enjoy, what makes me happy, and what made me connected to myself. And it doesn't matter what the rest of the world is telling you. Always try to listen to yourself, because you know better what makes you happy and what makes you respect yourself. We deserve to respect ourselves enough to listen to our soul and our inner self, and we deserve to honor it every single day. And for me, to raise this respect for myself was to stay committed to the relationship with myself in the first place. I wanted to respect myself enough to do things that were aligned with me, that helped me stay connected to myself, be grounded and present. As my eating disorder was forcing me to live in the future, The commitment to the relationship with myself forced me to stay in the present, and the daily practice that helped me to raise the self-respect for myself too was daily affirmations. When I first started with affirmations, I didn't believe that it's going to work, but it turned out that it was working for me. I was telling myself that I chose to look at myself as a human and not as a body, and that I respected myself too much to allow food control my life. Of course, as a human, I have days when I'm insecure about my body, but even on those days, I still stay committed to the relationship with myself, and I remind myself of my why. Why did I decide to go on this journey to respecting myself? What life do I want to live? What is my big picture? On harder days, I allow myself to listen to my soul. I stop doing what I was doing, I don't try to distract myself, but I look inside and I ask why I think I'm less deserving than someone else, or why do I think I'm not enough, why do I think that I'm unworthy, or why I think that shrinking my body or changing the way my body looks is going to make me more lovable. It was hard to start respecting myself in the first place, so I just started with allowing the thought of respecting myself. I was imagining how I would feel if I had an absolute respect to myself. Everyone deserves self-respect. And why do you think that people you care about deserve respect and you don't? What makes other people more lovable and more worthy than you are? Me and you and your friends and your family and everyone are just as deserving as everyone else. And you deserve to show up for yourself every single time that you doubt yourself or that you feel that you don't respect yourself. This is something that I'm currently working on. I'm working on self-respect, and I feel like I did a lot of progress since I started my journey, since I got out of my quasi-recovery. The most important thing that helped me out of there is constantly connecting to myself and working on the relationship to myself and staying committed to the relationship with myself. The relationship with ourselves is the most selfless thing that we can do, because we cannot pour from an empty cup. If we don't love, respect, and value ourselves, we can't respect, value, and love other people. Every single day, I'm working on having my cup pretty full, and when I do have tough days, I go to my favorite people, and I know that they will always be there for me. I just talk it out, and it makes me feel so much easier. Just remember that you always have the right to show up for yourself, and you have the right to live the life that you want to live. You have the right to be worthy and valuable and enough, and you have the right to respect yourself for whatever you are doing, for however you want to live this life, for whatever makes you happy. Anyway, I hope that you have a positive day, a positive week, and a positive life, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!